Jan Lewis doing her weekly shop in Summerfields, Llandrindod-Wells, the town where she now lives. In support is Kim Gray. Kim works for Cymru Dran. Cymru Dran is in the business of supporting people like Jan, supporting her to live as independently as possible. And not in a care home, but in Jan's own home, and support only when it's needed. Support that's been carefully planned and tailored to Jan's needs, not those of Cymru Dran. Kim's here to help, but Jan's in control. That's the Cymru Dran approach. They call it person-centred services.
Thank you, darling.
Jane Edwards, Cymru Dran's director. Exactly what are person-centred services?
A person-centred service is one where we work with the person to find out what it is they want to do and how they want to have their support and how they want to live their lives. So an example of a person-centred approach is for somebody to have what's called an essential lifestyle plan, and that means that we work with them to work out exactly how they want their day to go, for example. So we would look at how they like to get out of bed, what's important to them when they get out of bed. Do they like the radio on? Do they like the radio off? Do they like to be able to get up and potter downstairs in their nightdress to get a cup of tea, or do they like to have a bath first? We make sure that we keep a record of all that. We put all of that together into a support plan so that when support workers go to support somebody, they do it in the way that the person wants. So it's not about us knowing what's best for people or the right way to do things. We do it the way the person wants.
Cymru Dran supports 4 people who live here at Tara, people who need around-the-clock support. Hazel Morgan, dealing with her mail.
We try to make their life a lot more independent for them and to encourage them to do as much as they can for themselves as possible, rather than just doing everything for them and sort of taking over. It's to try and make them an individual as well and do their individual activities, and Hazel enjoys doing the cleaning, doing the washing, and so if we can encourage her to do it a lot more, it makes her life a lot more enjoyable for herself.
Support worker Carla Wood.
Yeah, because sometimes it is, you see them struggling and it's a lot easier to do it yourself. But even if it takes, like making a cup of tea, if it takes half an hour, with Hazel, it takes half an hour. I mean, she enjoys doing it and she's capable of it, so why not?
Do you want to pass me the pegs, or do you want to pass me the washing?
It's clear that the ethos of helping people to maximise their independence runs right through the organisation.
We can peg this out. Can I have one more?
If Hazel needs a bit more time, she gets it. But this approach must rely on staff who understand the need for a person-centred approach, which means good training, good induction. Pam Coleman, Cymru Dran's Quality Assurance and Performance Manager.
We have a good programme of induction, which is sort of, it goes along with supervision. It also has some training days, and there are particular courses like POVA, epilepsy, manual handling, first aid that people are required to do. The other part of our training is that we're an NVQ centre. So we actually run our own NVQs. I'm the centre coordinator for that. We have our own assessors and we have our own internal verifiers. And we do have what they call direct claim status, which we're really pleased to have. And we're given it very quickly after we set up. So we're very well known for our quality. And I think that is one of the most important things about our training.
People can make decisions about the support they receive, and they can help choose who supports them, who goes into their home to provide support. Matthew Lister is doing just that, supported by Jane and one of his support workers, Ortair Stone.
Hello there, hello. I'm David.
Hi.
Hello, nice to meet you.
You can say.
Good, sit down.
Okay, thank you very much.
That's very you. Where they sit started off, Matthew? The pub. The pub. Right. Yeah.
Was it a nice? Where's the actual pub, Matthew? Whereabouts is it? So doing my qualities. I'm a good talker, but I'm also a very good listener, Matthew. Yeah, so if you had any problems.
What music did you like?
Queen.
Were you happy with that?
Yeah, I am. Yeah.
We've been working at ways of involving the people we support in interviews. We've got a whole variety of ways that people can be involved. One technique is for people to actually be in the interview, but what we try to do is prepare well beforehand so that we work with the person to find out what's important for them about their support workers. So we talked to Matthew about things that he liked doing so that he could recruit a support worker who was going to want to do the same things as him. It doesn't work well if you have a support worker who absolutely hates knitting and is supporting a lady where he has to sit and help her do her knitting or her crocheting. So it's important to match staff to the people we support and their interests, so that people get the best quality of support.
Jan uses the picture cards to plan her shopping, a technique she uses less and less now as her confidence increases and she does more for herself. Detailed planning and preparation is at the core of the person-centred approach, an approach based on including people, treating them as individuals, and using a social model of disability that concentrates on what people can do. Simon Jones is a Welsh speaker, and it's obviously important for him to have a support worker like Carwen Morgan.
Dyn ni'n trio cael Simon I fynd allan i'r gymuned I gymdeithasu efo channol bobl. Mae'n mynd I day centre I cwrdd pobl newydd a gweithio efo pobl mae'n hoffi. Wedyn dyn ni'n trio helpio I wneud be bynnag mae o eisiau hefyd. Prynhawn mae Simon wedi dewis bod o eisiau mynd ar y bws. Mae'n hoff iawn o fynd ar y bws a mae'n hoffi cael y ticedu gan y driver bws.
Can I go to the cafe?
A mae'n hoffi mynd i'r caffi hefyd.
Not setting limits on what people can achieve can have surprising results. Clive Jones has overcome his disability to the extent that he's now the assistant greenkeeper at one of the country's top bowling clubs. John Dacres, support plan coordinator.
So it's Tinny. I'm here tonight to support Clive, who has been a couple of years in this job as a greenkeeper basically. Clive is very aware of, first of all, the people that's round about him who help him as well, but he's very aware of his duties now. It's become second nature for Clive to come down and put the mats out, put the jacks out. There is some areas where Clive needs someone in the background, maybe to help him in respect of the numbers of rinks, because it becomes quite confusing for us all, never mind Clive. But Clive has become a big member of the bowling club. He's well respected. And 3 years ago, I had heard of the job that was coming up. Because I'm a keen bowler myself, I'm aware of any jobs and things that come up. And because I have this interest in people with learning difficulties, I was very aware of this job that was coming up as a greenkeeper or assistant greenkeeper. So I thought, what an ideal opportunity for someone like Clive, who has difficulties but could certainly physically could do this job. He hasn't looked back, because what it's done for his confidence is just incredible. And of course, as I said earlier, he's very well thought of. People think, because he is a quiet-natured man, but a lovely, lovely guy, and it's come right through, and the community have become more aware of Clive, and you see yourself now that everybody likes Clive. It's like that old programme, isn't it? Everybody loves Raymond. Everybody loves Clive, and they really do, because he's such a nice guy, and his confidence is sky high now.
So we want to be at the cutting edge of delivering person-centred services. We want to be an organisation that is able to demonstrate how good it is at delivering services, and we want to be an organisation where the people we support are very much part of where we're going as well. So we want to be a small organisation, not too big, but so that everybody can have their voices heard.
People supported by Cymru Rhan keep their legal and civic rights. They make choices, keep control of their lives. They want to take part, and they do.